Stoked to be the Stokes with Brian and Ariana. It's about to get real, you better believe me. Just got married, trying to make it through life. See, with
faith, honesty, and respect, we'll get through anything.
Stoked to be the Stokes, yeah. Yes, we are. Stoked to be the Stokes, yeah.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Stoked to be the Stokes with Brian Lamar Stokes.
And Ariana Stokes.
This is the place that we talk all things love. You wouldn't even tell me that I had something on my chin. Which
Let me do a face check. I'm sorry. Okay.
Yeah. This is the place we talk all things love, faith, honesty, and respect. What are you talking about matching?
I said, let me show you nothing on my chin. Oh, we are matching.
Yeah, we are matching, right.
Yes.
Mustache and all.
Here's
the place where we talk all things love, faith, honesty, and respect.
Yes.
If you are not following us on all social media platforms, what are you doing? At Stoked to be the Stokes. And make sure you hit our YouTube page, youtube.com, /C/Stoked to be the Stokes.
Yes.
Something like that. Anyhow, what are we talking about today?
Okay, well, quick hot topic question. You know, we talked last time about splitting the bill. I saw something else, same group, that had to do with, what do you call it? Whether or not it's your responsibility as a friend to tell another friend about someone who they're considering, I guess, talking to, dating, seriously dating. And I thought that was so funny because, we recently had a conversation with someone who won't say whose side it was on, but a friend, mutual friend, who was considering talking to someone, and one of us was like, that's interesting because I know a while back X, Y, and Z happened. And I'm like, clearly it was Brian who knew. And I was like, are you going to tell her? Like, you have to tell her. And he was like, I don't know if that's my place. And I asked a couple of my girlfriends, and most of them said, I'd want to know. Tell me whether you feel like it's your place or not. Look out for me, friend. So I guess I'm curious to know, because you're not the first person I know. The other people were guys as well who felt like it's just not my place. You just gonna have to come across those details during, I don't know, the interview stage or something like that. So I'm curious to know what y'all think, males and females, because I feel as a friend I have to be like, girl, look, now I don't know if this is necessarily true or not, but here's what's been said and here's what I know. I think in your case, what you knew, you didn't know if it was true. So I could kind of get that. But the information that it was, I was like, tell me, friend. I asked my girlfriend. She said, tell me. Tell me. You don't have to think twice.
Okay, but I think here's my take on it. If you're in the beginning of a relation, if you're in the beginning, like just dating, a lot of my friends are single, still on Tinder. So if you're in the beginning of a relationship and I hear, you're talking to someone or whatever, I might throw some information. But after the point that you guys have been together for months, you may have been intimately together and y'all talking about plans on something. I don't feel like it's my duty to interject on that, to say the information that I know, because it seems like you've already made your decision on what you're doing. So for all of my friends, hold on, let me finish. Okay. For all of my friends, I need us to have a contract prior. We need to have like some type of prenup in the beginning. Like, if you know anything at any time, you must tell me, because sometimes women, and maybe men too, sometimes y'all be trying to say stuff and like, oh, I don't know this, but yada 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 yada. Homegirl tell your friend, and then y'all ain't friends no more because you done said something. So I just feel like it's a timing aspect of when you tell somebody something or you don't tell them something, because if they're already in the relationship, doing adult things, I
was thinking like in the early stages, like when they're still considering if this is someone who they're going to give their time to. I feel like that's an appropriate time.
How do you know? When is it?
If someone's like, hey, I just started talking to so and so, and we've hung out a couple of times. Not, this is my boyfriend. I
can see that, but I just at the point in which you two are intimate and you have told me, and that y'all making plans that you have told me, you've made your decision. So what is the point of me to say it?
You need to ask, if there's anything you want to know, you need to ask him outright.
Yeah, definitely.
Say, hey, whatever information you have, I know what you know about us and how far we've gotten. Tell me right now.
Yeah.
Would you tell the truth then if they put it like that?
Yeah, I'll let you know whatever you need to know.
Okay.
I would hope, but yeah. I would let you know whatever you need to know.
Okay.
And I mean, don't get me wrong. Even saying my explanation to this, I feel like a little, not bad, just like, oh, but you should say anything before marriage. But I'm like, I don't feel like, because then if I say something and y'all still work out, it's like, oh, you told her that, yada, 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 blah, blah. Like, no thanks.
Let us know what you think.
No thanks.
And let us know if you've ever said something and how that worked out. Did it backfire? Did it work out well?
So at any stage, you would tell a friend on any level something that you heard about their significant other or soon to be significant other if you thought it was vital. You would tell them at any point.
Not unsolicited. If they asked, I would be tactful but honest. And if they did not ask, maybe in the early stages. See, I'm not really good at hiding my face. So I think they would ask, they'd be like, what? I feel like you're not saying something. Then I have to say it. Okay. Gee, that's my mic.
Because, like, let's say it was my best friend Christopher. Let's say it was him.
Yes.
At any stage, it could be at the altar that I find something out. I'm going to tell.
Even if he doesn't ask.
Even if he doesn't ask. If I feel like it's something that's going to... Oh, your mic came on.
Yeah, it's okay.
Even if I feel like it's something that... Yeah. I'm still going to tell.
Well, that's different because you don't want someone to... If it's something they... like, because what you're saying, I'm like, oh, if you found out the night before the wedding that something went down that they need to know, then, that'd be so messy. But yeah... But I'm talking about history, not in the midst of their relationship. If you found out something happened while they were seeing each other, I mean, if there was something about the person's past that you knew, do you feel like it's your responsibility to share? If you feel like it's something that could be a deal breaker for your friend, like maybe they dated or slept with your friend's friend, or maybe they. Oh, okay.
That should pass. I should have talked about that if we're talking about marriage, but before
not even just marriage, just dating. Or if they
then you shouldn't be sleeping around.
Or who said they sleeping around?
I don't know.
Or maybe like what if it was like they're dating.
You gotta put this on because the sound gonna be trash.
No, I think it'll catch it. If they're dating like your girlfriend, but you know that they used to date a few of your guy friends. You gonna tell that? What's the difference? They used to date a few of the girls' girlfriends, and they used to date a few of the girls' guy friends, but she doesn't know, or he doesn't know. You know, like, I don't know. I just want to know. So if y'all ever been in that situation, let us know, because I've heard of a few situations, and I'd just be surprised. I'm like, so y'all ain't gonna say nothing? You know, I'd be thinking about stuff like STDs when it comes to sleeping around in general, regardless of who it's with. Like, but I guess you're right. It's their responsibility to have.
You should have had that conversation who you've been with before. Anyhow, if it's a big deal,
that's true.
You should have told. In my opinion, you should have told.
That's true. My close friends, we tell everything.
Let me grab her.
Girl.
Move on.
Okay, move on. Move on. Okay, so the other thing, let me put this mic back on, because she took it off and she took it apart, and I don't know where I put her little cell phone. Okay. So another thing I always mention this group that I'm in where people just talk like married things. One of the things that came up was, it was like a meme, and it was saying, my husband asked if he had any annoying habits, and then wanted to get all mad during the PowerPoint conversation. I thought that was so funny, because I'm like, if Brian ever asked me what annoying habits he has, it wouldn't be a PowerPoint conversation, but you know, there's a list, and we haven't done, what do you call it? Red light, green light? What do we used to call it?
Oh, yeah, traffic light. You got to bring that back.
So I got to interject a few here and there on that one, but we haven't really discussed it recently. But I'm curious to know, what annoying habits have you found?
I feel like I've been studying with everything. You start. Tell me your annoying habits with me.
Okay, mine are not big things.
Go ahead. Give me your list.
I feel like I'm going to go light and you about to hit me hard.
Give me your list, girl, with all that
I didn't make a whole list.
Just
three. There's three simple things.
Go ahead. Let me hear this.
One of them is that lately, like in the past few months, quarantine, you have this habit of putting things right on the edge of the sink. So like when you walk in our kitchen, it's like you have the fridge right here, the sink is in front of you. So there's the sink ledge, right? So I'm thinking he's like clearing the table or putting like trash away. I'll walk in the kitchen and there it is playing seesaw on the sink. It could be a porcelain or glass mug, a plate, things that are breakable. It could be a styrofoam to-go box. And in my mind, I'm like, the trash can is literally right underneath it, like under the sink. So that's just a quick move, And I'm also thinking, like, what if this falls and breaks? What if this spills? And I'm thinking, maybe he was in a hurry. But I think when I asked you about it, you said, I don't know. I just be trying to get stuff out, so I just put it here. We have countertops, mind you. So there's like surface space, but it's always right there on the edge of the sink. And I just think that's so reckless. What say you? Do you have
I have nothing to say.
Oh, okay. So are we going back and forth?
Oh, no, read your list.
Okay, so then my second thing, I feel like I'm setting myself up and we should go back and forth so I can see what kind of list you have if I need to up my list. But and I'll say you have not been doing this lately because Brian's been so amazing with cleaning things around the house lately. Like, we've been trying to deep clean a little bit so that we don't feel like too stuffy here. But a lot of times, and you did tell me this. Yeah, baby stuff everywhere. You did tell me this kind of early on in marriage that you don't like sweeping, right? Right. So sometimes
not good at sweeping, don't like sweeping, both. Yeah.
Not good and don't like it. So sometimes he will sweep, which I appreciate. But almost every time he'll leave the pile of swept debris just there. And then it's like it becomes a mission field and we're like stepping around it and over it, trying not to walk through it, trying not to walk too fast past it so you don't blow the little pieces of dust that have collected. And when you get the broom, the dustpan is literally attached, in storage. So like you have to at some point touch the dustpan. And I guess I'm just wondering, where does the dustpan go and how come you don't utilize that? And what do you expect to happen with the trash on the floor? Do you is the expectation that I'll just come and get it or that you're going to get to it later? That's a real life question.
I don't know. I don't like to sweep. You don't like to take out the trash.
We agreed on that before
right.
we got married.
But also we agreed that I don't like to clean the bathroom.
Right. What is your point there?
Nothing. I'm going to let you finish and then I'll be right back to that. We'll be right back after these messages. Go ahead.
My third one, here's my last one, is sometimes when you search for stuff, and it's left looking like there was a search party, no leaf unturned. And that's why I have gotten in the habit of just saying, you know what? I'll find it. You sit down. I'll get up. I'll look. I could be asleep at 2 o'clock in the morning. If I hear Brian fumbling around looking for a wave cap, let's say, watch the baby. I'll get up. I know exactly where it is. I don't need you searching through anything because I know when we wake up, it's going to look like Hurricane Andrew came through. So those are my 3 things. I just kept it light. I'm going to leave it there.
Did you keep it light? I don't know.
I think that was pretty light.
It was very light. So let me just, what do they call it when you're having a debate? Your response. Sure, we'll go with a response. It's not it's re not something else.
Oh my gosh, why can't I think about
that? What was your first one again?
The first one? Oh, about how sometimes you leave stuff on the ledge of the sink. The edge of the sink.
Edge of the sink. I think I can start putting that like in the sink. Sure. Sometimes I'm coming back to make maybe another sandwich, another cup of coffee, I don't know, but sometimes it might get just left there. But
I was gonna add something.
What? Add it.
When you put stuff in the sink, sometimes you put disposable stuff in the sink, and I don't understand that. So if there's
stuff like what?
Like a plastic spoon or a plastic fork or a plastic cup or something, you'll put it in there with the washable items, and I'm really confused because again, the trash can is right there.
Before we moved in together, I was washing plastic.
Wet trash is a pet peeve of mine. So I don't know how to.
Okay, what was your second thing?
Oh, sweeping, I think, without
sweeping without piling up. I believe that if I don't like to sweep, that you should be sweeping the house. Ariana does this thing where she.
If you feel like the house should be swept and I haven't swept, ask me to sweep.
Ariana does this thing where she hint cleans. So, for instance, when we first got together, we got married. She says that she will always clean the bathroom and I will always take out the trash. So that's what we were supposed to do. As this marriage continued, Ariana doesn't like to clean at all.
That's not true.
She will begin to clean when she hears me. For prime example, yesterday, I wanted the kitchen cleaned and I was waiting for it. And you had your fun for the day, whatnot.
Did you
and
say
when
you
I
wanted
started,
the kitchen cleaned?
yes, I did. And then I started to clean the kitchen. Because remember, I came in there to get Dree, and I was like, oh, I'm cleaning the kitchen. I was like, I can take her, but I'm cleaning the kitchen, yada, yada, yada. Then I had to use the bathroom, and then I started cleaning the kitchen and went to the bathroom. That's when she jumped up and then started cleaning.
What did I say?
But
I thought
also,
you were cleaning, though.
I don't even remember. It doesn't matter.
I thought you were cleaning the office.
But how could you think I was cleaning the office if I told you I was cleaning the kitchen?
Because that's the next room we're going to
and
clean.
that's when you said, oh yeah, you did say that. Yeah. About what Drew with the kitchen or whatever.
You thought I wasn't telling the truth?
Not that you weren't telling the truth. It was you just sometimes you just forget. But we'll get that because that's to the next part.
I forgot.
That I never told you part. But hold on. Hey, did I interrupt you in yours or did I let you finish?
The argument is not whole.
Let me finish.
Okay.
So she also likes to, like I said, she likes to hint clean. So let's go back to when we first got married. I will always take out the trash, which I do.
Yes, you do take it out. That's correct. You do take it out.
Okay, that's fine because that's what we agreed to.
Yes, I thought when we agreed it meant something else, but I've adjusted to what the agreement actually is. I'll say that.
Again, she's so defensive. I don't know what's going on in this house.
I'm
not trying to tell these people. Right now, it's just you, me, and Dree in this room.
I would never say something as absolute as you don't do something at all.
Wait, what did I say you don't do at all?
I don't clean at all.
No, I said Ariana doesn't like to clean at all. You don't like to clean.
You enjoy cleaning?
Huh? Yes, I do. You know I enjoy cleaning.
So then what's the argument?
Okay, the argument is that I want to do it when I want to do it and when it's therapeutic for me.
Me too. I want to sweep when I want to sweep. If you want me to sweep, ask me to sweep.
Listen, she's so defensive and I can't even get my marks out. And this is another thing that she does in this marriage, that when she's like, whoa, you're trying to catch me? Let me come back, bop you real quick so you can feel that and think about that pain instead of what you're trying to explain. Like I said, for the third, fourth, fifth time, Ariana likes to hint clean. For instance, right now, the bathroom needs to be cleaned.
Now, do you want to talk about how we amended that rule?
Why can't I finish my sentences about what we don't like about one another? Why can't I finish my sentence?
Okay.
But can I please finish?
Yes, let me take notes while you're talking.
Sixth time, Ariana likes to hit clean. She will throw comment on the ceiling, in the toilet, on the tub, in the sink, in the trash can, on the floor, on the door. But not wipe down nothing, but like, oh, I'm gonna clean the bathroom. So she'll just let that sit. You know how a lot of black women like to let the seasoning marinate in there, and it'll just sit and wait. And I'm just like, okay, so if I'm waiting for it, I might as well just clean it myself. Let me just clean it out. But this time I did not. So I just usually just clean. She likes to hit clean. She'll start to do something, then she'll just leave something. It's like, okay, let me just finish this up. Or since we're just waiting so long for something, let me just do it. Cleaning's just not your thing. You just don't like to do it. That's it.
I disagree, and I have evidence, but okay.
That's it. But let me get to my list now. I just wanted to talk about those two things. Oh, my list hasn't started. I needed to
remind you
my rebuttal. That's what it's called. Rebuttal.
I just want to remind you who most recently cleaned the bathroom.
Who?
When the bathroom was having issues. So that was even more than the normal clean.
Okay.
So don't do me on here.
You're right.
Okay.
The bathroom did have the plumber had to come from the toilet and underneath the bathroom sink. And then
the shower.
And and then the shower broke too. Wow. Look at you did your thing. That's right. But I'm just saying that's one time out of how long we've been married?
But we amended that bathroom cleaning rule for a particular reason.
I don't remember.
I'm not going to do that on here.
That's
I'll
fine.
just say
because the last time I checked, who provides the
and that's why.
Okay, that's fine. But the last time I checked, somebody comes and cleans your house for you. Okay, so you get a break once a month. You get a break once a month. Annoying habits.
That's not true.
That is. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What's not true?
What you just said. If that were the case, we wouldn't be having this conversation.
No, but you do get. Everybody gets a break once a month.
Pit cleaning. It's spot cleaning.
If you
Which
say
is
so.
what you do intermittently between deep cleans.
You're right. Sure. Can I please, Ariana? We're trying to keep this episode under a certain amount, and you're not letting. You won't let me talk. Look, this is
you are throwing me under the bus, and I did not.
I am not throwing you under the bus. I thought we were just telling the truth. You just said all of this about me about cleaning and leaving stuff, this, that, and the third. But I'm like, if you're the main cleaner of the house, I will leave a cup on the counter if I want to. I will leave it there if I want to. I will put the spoon in the sink because I know that I'm going to be the one that is cleaning it up later.
You know that movie we saw with Issa and the Indian boy?
Uh-huh.
How they kept running over that body? That's what you're doing to me. You have thrown me under the bus and you have reversed. And you have put it back in
It was
drive.
called Lovebirds.
Yes.
All right. Annoying. Can I start my list?
Please.
It's literally been like 10 minutes since she has been cutting me off. And this is what she does in arguments so that I could just get weaker and weaker and get tired because now I'm hot and I'm sweating in this shirt. And I'm like, let me just finish this list. I'm like, I might as well cut it short and just say one.
Do that.
I was giving my rebuttal to the things to the claims that you put against me. My goodness.
I'm not going to interrupt you. Go ahead.
Ariana, we are on 20 minutes and 5 seconds now.
Oh.
Annoying habits. You cut me off when I'm talking, and that we just proved that through this entire thing. That 1, 2. You switch small words that make a big difference when we are having an argument.
This is about you, about me.
No, it's about you. That's you. So that if I say, hey, if she's trying to make a point, yada, 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 and I repeat what she says back, she'll repeat it with a different word to replace it so it doesn't make it seem like it was as much as of a hit to it. I don't know if men, I'm sure that you understand that with your wives. And 3, my last one was that you hint clean, but we already covered that because you cut me off. All I needed was 40 seconds and you wouldn't even give me that. That has turned into 15 minutes because you wouldn't even let me say what I had to say because you tried to beat me down so much because I'm coming for you because you paid for me.
I would like to give a rebuttal only about point number 2.
What's point number 2?
You said that I change words. Syntax matters. Word choice matters. So if I'm changing a word, it's to bring clarity, not to create confusion and win an argument or manipulate you into thinking that I did not say something that I know I said. The second part of that is that you do that a lot too, but the difference is when you do that, you're trying to say, no, I didn't say this, I said that. Boom. Now it's a sub-argument. When I do it, I'm saying, no, I said this, not this. And those are not synonymous because that has a whole different connotation. Clarity.
She switches words that makes it different of what she said so she can prove her point. Whatever. We'll talk about it in therapy tomorrow. Okay, so what's the next part?
We gonna wrap this up. Okay.
Lord, you can't tell her nothing.
Okay, so one of the big pet peeves that a lot of people seem to have in the group that I'm in as well is that, well, I'll read you guys the memes. I thought it was so funny.
Girl, you got me sweating.
I'm not sweating because I am telling the truth.
No, I'm sweating because I have to fight you to just get sentences out. You won't even let me tell my part.
Oh, I love my car.
Ooh.
You're not fighting me.
I'm not fighting you. I'm fighting myself.
We have to be fighting each other. I'm not sweating. Oh,
it's okay. It's okay.
Rock my baby. Okay. All right. So in this thing, the group that I'm in, there was another meme, and it said "married life." Telling your husband the same sentence 10 days in a row just to have him say, "You definitely never told me that." Y'all, excuse me. That is something that I live with week in and week out. I could tell Brian, one of the wives commented, I have to landmark my conversations and do a cartwheel when I'm saying something so I can be like, remember, I was doing a cartwheel when I told you this. So many times I have told Brian something, I've looked him in the eye, and I have said it with clarity, and unless I send a note or a calendar memo or something, he will literally come back and say, you never told me that. Not even give room for consideration that he doesn't remember, or maybe there was something that was not clear and he misunderstood. No, it's I never said it, which is code for you're not telling the truth. That's the way I hear it in my head. So I guess I'm just wondering, why do you do that?
I don't believe I do that.
And there it is.
There, what is?
Oh, actually, no, because that was going to say I don't believe I do that. That's different saying I don't do that. You don't believe you do that? You don't remember ever doing that before? Because
no, give me an example.
I don't have specific examples.
Oh, you don't have specific examples, but I do it so much.
You do so much that I can't keep track of.
So much that you can't keep track. You have so many examples, but you can't keep track. That's so good. What's up? What's something else?
I know a lot of times you tell me that you said something and I know that you have it, and you're like, I thought I told you that. Didn't I tell you? And no, that did not happen. And I said, maybe I don't remember, but I know that did not happen. Do you have a specific example?
No, not like specific to that, but it's like if I'm in the middle of doing something that I enjoy and you start coming and talking to me and I'm explaining something and then you say it back to me completely different, and I'm like, I literally just gave you, like today I was showing you like a picture of something got mailed, we sent a gift to a friend, and I'm like, oh yeah, all 3 of the packages are there. This is why while my show was on, I said, here, look at this, and then look at this. 2 of them are here, 1 of them are here. She goes, oh, so only 2 packages got there because it's just 2 pictures. I said, okay, here's the pictures again. I'm going to show you. Here's 2 packages in this one. Okay, and then 5 minutes later, the next man came to bring the 3rd package, and it's right there.
I was distracted because my show, which is supposed to be his show, was on.
I was watching
I was wrong for that.
But that's a cheap example.
How are you watching and checking? Okay.
Because it buzzed through. I said, oh, okay.
But why didn't I understand what you were saying?
I don't know. Maybe we were both trying to watch it. That's just the best example that I have right now.
Oh, okay.
Maybe it was on me.
I'll try to do better.
Right.
Husband, I love you so much.
I love you too. I feel like when this camera come off, if y'all see that I'm missing for a couple days, this is because she has thrown me in the chokey. I am in the chokey.
No, this was fun. Look, we're not going much over 25. We're doing
whatever.
Good. Yeah, I really hope that you guys like all the new hair stuff I've been trying during this quarantine.
Y'all, I'm gonna post a picture. She tried to ponytail. Go ahead.
I've had some good days. I've had some hills to climb. I've had some weary days. And some sleepless nights. Sleepless nights. Yes.
Whew. She tried to do a ponytail, y'all, with a crochet thing, and she had her regular hair because she got a lot of hair. So she had her bun in the back, and she had this blonde ponytail. I told her, girl, you walking around how these little 5-year-old girls walking around trying to put a little blonde ponytail. Like your mama said, you can wear that in the house, but you can't wear that outside.
It wasn't all blonde. It was T1B27 for all y'all who know what that means.
T1B27, but what is your hair? 4C. That's the problem. It was trying to.
Not my hair texture.
You was mixing. You was mixing.
He hates when it doesn't match the texture. You know how many women I see out here with different texture and they just rock it.
The only woman I'm looking at is you right now, okay? And it was coarse in the front and smooth in the back. You could tell it was for sure. You could for sure tell that it was a pony's tail. you surely could tell that it was a pony's tail.
Stokes with Brian. Close.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Stoked to be the Stokes with Brian Lamar Stokes
and Ariana Stokes.
Remember, with love,
faith,
honesty,
and respect,
we'll get through anything. You will respect you to this. If you're not following us on social media, stop it, please. Please do. Everything at Stoked to be the Stokes, and please hit us up on YouTube.
Yeah.
It's at Stoked to be the Stokes as well. There. You guys have a great week. Smile. I love your pony's tail. I love it, baby. I love it.
Whatever. All right, bye, y'all.
Bye.